was so nervous. I asked the lady, like, it just stopped. Am I done?
Everything gone out now, 'cause they're all in fear of you.
What's good, everyone? It is your girl Erica, actually known as melanin.darling. I changed my Instagram account to the real melanin.darling. So if you have an Instagram account, go ahead and follow your girl. Don't forget that dot, okay? And when you say my name out loud, it is melanin.darling. I say my name with the dot, okay? But that doesn't matter to this video. Well, anyways, if you are new here, thank you guys for stopping by to watch this video. I am a LPN who works from home in transitional care management. I do a lot of nursing related videos, lifestyle vlogs. I will be doing some hauls, some story times, and your suggestions if you comment below what videos you want to see. Also, I want to say welcome back to my day ones who are subscribed, who've been subscribed for a very long time. I thank you guys and I appreciate you. So let's get into this video, and don't forget to like it, okay? You guys see the title of this video. If you're here, you're either preparing to take the Nclex or you already took it and you didn't do so well on the first one, so you have to retake it, but that's okay. I'm not here to tell you what will work for you because everyone is different. So what works for someone else may not work for you, but I'm just going to tell you the tips that helped me pass Nclex. It's been a while since I took it, but I remember because I didn't do too much, I didn't overwork myself. All right, first I want to give you guys a little bit of tips before I tell you what I used. Make sure you have the right tools that work for you, and make sure you use your studying style. What I mean by that is, go back to your high school days or your in nursing school days and think about what studying style worked best to help you pass your test and quiz while you were in high school or while you're in the nursing program. What style of studying helped you pass your quizzes, your tests? So I would say stick to your studying style. What works for someone else may not work for you. It's okay to try out a different technique of studying, but just realize if it's not working for you, if you're not retaining the information, go back to the way that helps you retain information. Another big tip when studying for Nclex, this is very important, you need to have a study plan and a dedicated time that you set aside to study. Why this is important? Because some people, they don't have a certain time they study. They don't schedule time to study. A lot of people, they study throughout the day. They study while they're cooking. They study while they're cleaning. They study while they're at work. They study while they're giving the kids a bath. You don't have yourself a dedicated studying time that can drive your mind crazy and overwork your mental, okay? You're not retaining that information if you're consistently studying 24 hours a day. You have to give yourself a break in order to retain that information. So I recommend having a study time set where you put your phone on do not disturb. If you live with family members, you let them know, hey, I'm gonna study from this time to this time, this many hours, so I need no distractions. Please do not bother me, do not knock on my door, so that you can dedicate that time to studying with no distractions. Okay, so those are some tips that I have for you. All right, so what did I use to help me pass Nclex PN? First of all, I did pass on the first try, but we'll get to that story at the end of this video. One of the tools I used was Exam Cram Nclex PN. I did purchase that book. I heard a lot of mixed reviews about Exam Cram. Some people didn't like it, some people did like it, but I did my own research. So I went off my own judgment after doing some research, and I decided to purchase it. So I studied Exam Cram like crazy, okay, front to back. They have it in different sections, so whatever was my weakest point, I made sure to focus more on that. And I'm gonna tell you how I knew what was my weak or what was my strong area in the PN book. So yeah, number one tool I used was Exam Cram. It worked great for me. Another tool, I only really used like 2 tools, because I didn't want to overdo it, and I don't recommend anyone getting a study guide from here, a study guide from here, a book from here, a book. Do not do that. That's just going to mix your mind up. But my school actually had an online program that gave us practice tests for the Nclex. I believe it was ATI, but it was another portion of the ATI. It was when we were actually preparing to take the Nclex. So They gave us codes in the back of our books that we were entering into the system, and then it'll take us to the preparation for Nclex. That was very beneficial because this testing had different categories. So you're able to see what category you were a little bit more weaker in, and I knew to focus on that specific category. How I studied for my weak area, I am a note card tester. I am a note card, I swear by note cards, okay? Note cards is something that has helped me throughout my life like crazy. I know some people don't like it, but for me, I love note cards. So what I would do is I would write questions on one side of the note card and answers on the other side. And I would just keep studying those note cards over and over until I retain. And then not only am I just studying the question and answers, but they also came with rationales of why this would be correct. So those rationales were everything. So I would also study the rationale so I can get a better understanding of what I missed and why I should have chose that answer that was correct. That really helped me. Now, someone gave me a great tip. They told me to really focus on priority questions. Now, I don't know who it was that told me this, but whoever you were, thank you so much. I forgot who you were, but if you're watching, I'm talking to you. So they told me to focus on priority questions. And if you're in nursing school, you know that you can get hit with a lot of priority questions, which could be tricky because if you get a question, they'll put down several different choices for you to choose from. Like all of them can be correct, but there's one of them that's going to take priority. So it's like, which one would you do first? Which option is more important to do? So focusing on the priority questions really helped me because on my Nclex PN, I did have I think I had a lot of priority questions. So if you're in nursing school, you know priority questions, I used to hate them. All of the choices may sound like the correct answer, but there is one answer that is more important than the others. Yes, you're supposed to do all the other choices, but they're asking what is priority. You get what I'm saying? So that really helped me. I also had a lot of select all that applied on the test as well. Another thing I did to help me prepare for Nclex, I didn't do this as often. In nursing school, we created a study group. So we would meet a lot when we were in the nursing program, but after, we met maybe twice after the program was finished when we all were preparing to take the Nclex, and we all got together, contributed different questions, and we studied a little bit. We probably only did that twice, so but it was very beneficial. You know, they bounced questions off of me, I bounced questions off of them, and we all got to really just vibe together and prepare for Nclex. Something else that really helped me, I stopped studying, I believe 3 days before I was scheduled to take the test. Now, do not be that person that study all the way up until the day you have to take the test. Some people study the morning of taking the test. No, I did not do that. I stopped studying 3 days before I was scheduled because I wanted to give my mind rest. I did not pick up a note card. I did not pick up a study guide. I did not pick up a book. I didn't go online. I completely stopped anything nursing, okay? I didn't even go to work. Did some mental stimulation techniques for relaxation. I just really relaxed 3 days before taking the test, and I feel like that really helped me. It calmed my nerves. It put me at ease. I didn't have any anxiety those days before. I wasn't thinking about the test. I took 3 days just to pamper myself and prepare myself mentally for relaxation for the test. My test was scheduled for early in the morning, downtown Chicago. I went to school in Indiana, but they gave us the option to take the test downtown Chicago. I chose downtown Chicago because I love it. It's a vibe, and I'm an energy type of person. So I felt like, ooh, I want to go downtown to take it, you know, take the test with the big pretty buildings and just take that ride. So that's what I did. I made sure to leave out extra early because I didn't want to put stress on me, worrying if I was going to be late, if I was going to run into traffic, if there were going to be an accident. So I didn't want to have those issues. So I did leave out in advance. Of course, I said a prayer before I stepped out of the car. I said my prayer. I asked for confidence. I asked for relaxation. I asked God to calm my nerves, no anxiety, just to go in there and really focus and be confident in myself, confident in my answers. I just asked God to give me that confidence that I needed to succeed at passing this Nclex. My brother and my boyfriend, who is now my husband, they dropped me off. So I was super nervous when I was going in the building. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, oh, because I had it all together mentally. No, I was nervous and I was thinking like, please don't let me fail, please don't let me fail. So I went into the building. I sat down to take the test. It was like a small room with a good amount of computers in there, and I think we had to sit. One person sat here, then the seat is empty, then the other person sat there, an empty seat in between everyone. I believe that's how. And you did get to take a break if you needed in between the tests. I didn't take any breaks. I'm the type of person, once I start something, I want to finish all the way through. But if you need a break, I do encourage you to take a break. I just wanted to get it done. So I went past 86 questions, and I thought because everybody kept saying, oh, if you get 86 questions, you get 87 questions, you passed. And I'm just like, once my thing kept going after 86 questions, I'm like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Does this mean I failed? Oh my gosh, no. Well, anyways, I kept going, and it shut off. I believe it was either 105 or 107 questions. It was an odd number, but I know it was over 100 questions, but not over 110. So it stopped there, and after, I'm like, oh my God, I was so nervous. I asked the lady, like, it just stopped. Am I done? And she's like, yeah, you're done. So anyways, I left out, and the security guard, I remember him saying such nice words to me. He was like, I just want to thank you right now for going into this field. We really do appreciate you. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice, but I really hope I pass. I really hope I'm in the field, but thank you. So I went outside the building, and the reason why I'm telling you all this is because I got my results right away. So I went outside the building, and I stood there for 10 minutes waiting on my boyfriend and my brother to pick me up. They came, and I know you guys know about the Pearson View trick, okay? So I decided to go and try to do the Pearson View trick immediately after I finished the test. I went to Pearson View. Now let me tell you how the Pearson View trick goes. If you go to Pearson View trick, you go to try to pay to take the test. If it lets you go to the pay screen and put in your payment information, that means you failed the test. But if it doesn't let you go to the pay screen and it gives you a message as if you already took the test, you already took the test, that means you passed. Did I say that right? So if it lets you go to the pay screen, you failed because they're letting you pay to retake the test. But if it doesn't let you go to the pay screen, that means you passed. So in the midst of me trying to do the Pearson View trick, I'm not realizing that the trick is working. I'm thinking something is wrong because it's not letting me go to the pay screen. So I'm freaking out like, why is this trick not working? But it was working, okay? But listen, this was nothing but God. So maybe God just had to hit me upside my head because the Pearson View trick was working, but I didn't notice that it was working. So an email came across my phone screen, and it said Indiana State Board of Nursing. And I'm like, what is this? Not this fast, because people told me that you won't get your results back for days later. And that's why people be freaking out like, oh, I wonder if I passed. I got to wait all the way to this day. So I wasn't expecting this email. The email said, congrats. It said, I forgot exactly what it said. I wish I could find it. It said something like, your Indiana nursing license is ready. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I started screaming. I remember my boyfriend was driving on the expressway, and he's like, what? I'm like, I think I passed. I got an email. They said my nursing license is ready, the Indiana State Board of Nursing. And I'm like, this is, oh my gosh, I was not supposed to get it this soon. And they're like, oh my, let me see. So I showed them the email, and they're like, yeah, they say you passed. Oh my gosh. Do you guys know that was nothing but God? And I think it was like on a Saturday that I took my test. It was crazy. Not even 15 minutes after taking the test, I got my results that fast. So everyone told me that you had to wait days to get your results, but I don't know because I didn't have to wait days. I waited literally 15 minutes after taking the test. So if you had that same experience, if you got your results right away, comment down below, because I know I'm not the only one. I can't be, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is God. So I was so happy. It was awesome that I didn't have to wait days. I just felt like God wanted to put my mind at ease for the weekend. I can celebrate, and I got that email. So that is my story of when I passed the Nclex on the first try. I gave you guys my tips of what helps me pass the Nclex. Like I said before, what works for me may not work for you, but I did use Exam Cram Nclex PN edition, as well as the ATI online Nclex prepping test that my school provided. So I feel like those two things really helped me. The note cards. Note cards really came in handy because I was able to take my note cards with me everywhere I went, and I was able to just break out my note cards wherever I was. If I was sitting somewhere waiting on someone, I can take out my note cards and practice them. So those are the tips that helped me pass Nclex PN. I hope that you found this video helpful to you. If you want to try what worked for me, go ahead and try it. But like I said, follow your study style. What worked best for you in the past. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Please leave some suggestions down below on videos that you would like to see. Thanks for watching.